Hey peeps, I hope that you're keeping well and that you and your loved ones are all good. It's Bianca and I'm back again with another vocal analysis. So we are going to dive into another Dimash experience. And I say experience because from the first time I heard this gentleman on the SOS analysis that I did recently, all I can say is wow. Wow. W-O-W, wow. Literally. So peeps, if you haven't seen that one, feel free to go and check it out. But of course, if you are new and you like what you hear as well as what you see, do not forget to join the Vocal Nova community and subscribe. And let's talk in the comments. Share your experiences with me in regards to Dimash. How do you find him? But yes, let's not digress. You ready to get into the video? Okay, let's go.
Как из лунного сна. О, если б знала ты, что мне нужна, только ты одна.
You just get the shivers, don't you? You just get the shivers, I'm telling you, man. His level of atmospheric emotivity is just so top tier. Like, you don't need to give him a great amount of reverb and effects on his mic. The voice alone just commands that atmosphere as is. Oh.
Линии долгие линии были ночи без сна. Но в стуже сердце озарило, как весна. Только ты одна. Долгим огнем пылать во мгле и ненастье. Сгорать в костре грешной страсти.
So I have to shout out again the absolute superb ability that he has to interchange between genres vocally. He is a class act when it comes to it. So when he just said that, die, yeah, I'm not too sure what he's saying, of course, but you know what I'm on about, right? You hear where at first he's giving you that intimate contemporary sound. He's using a lot of thin folds. He is adding in a lot of breathy onsets, and you hear the tonality having a hint of aspiration all around it. And then straight off the cuff, he flips into a more classical approach and the folds get thicker. We also note that the chest has a lot more dexterity. There's a lot more weight, and you can hear that operatic sound just booming through. I absolutely have to say kudos to this man every single time because he does it so seamlessly as well. It's not as if it's something where you see him have to shift and get into gear, so to speak. He just moves so seamlessly between the two. Yeah. You already know, when I pause it's for a reason, okay? But listen, as he's now gone an octave higher, right? He's still able to maintain such superb thin fold qualities, but now you can hear that the cry factor that was introduced at the beginning, you know, the right? There's less of the and we are just hearing the unadulterated innocence, the vulnerability of the thin fold aspects just really heightening here. It just adds a delicacy to his voice and it sounds so beautiful. May I also shout out as well the pianist. The pianist and the actual arrangement of the pianist is just so beautiful in this. I feel like it even adds in further to the atmosphere that's being created. The chord choices, the actual way that the chords are being played, it's just beautiful. Ooh. Now he's gone back thicker. Wait a minute. Did you catch that seamless, flawless, immaculate vocal melismic run that he just did in a hum? It ascended and then it descended perfectly. Let's just go through that again, shall we? Let's just experience that again, shall we? Because that right there is what you call, again, someone who has experience. That was top notch. Let's go again. Bella, wonderful, I'm telling you. And keeping that really thick as well, and keeping the tonality warm. There was no instability there. Listen, it's not always about the big moments that people look for. It can be those subtle things that really show a person that someone has studied their craft. And that is exactly what Dimash is all about. Someone who has studied and has practically come to the point of aiming to master their artistry. That was beautiful. Within the space of approximately 10 to 15 seconds, we went from the cry, the weeping technique, to a contemporary, gorgeous, popular music somewhat technique, to a classical operatic technique within the space of 15 seconds. Listen, a lot of the time, again, like I said earlier, for people to be able to do that, they have to pause or perhaps reset their vocal and then go back into that. This man is doing it within the space of 2 lines. Within the space of 2 lines. Okay. First of all, as we went then even an octave higher, you notice that he, as he's walking around, has no facial structure changes in order to keep that sound focused, clear, and completely just on the money. That is what I'm going to say right now. So as he's going around, the mouth is just like this. There's no change whatsoever. He's keeping that sound focused and then some, right? Then Dimash decides to give us throat singing. I mean, he may as well, and he may as well throw in all the technique in the world. The man gave us Western throat technique. And let me explain why I believe it is Western throat technique as well. So, you know where he did the right? The reason why he is able to just, again, interchange from that operatic quality into the Western throat technique is because Western throat technique provides that actual capacity to do so. If he was doing the more ancient Inuit, like I think is it Malaysia? I'm not too sure now. It's gone out of my head. But there's the more native technique, which requires a certain amount of dexterity upon the throat. I feel like that would have compromised the interchange from going from the operatic quality into the throat singing. But the fact that he was able to do that so seamlessly, and then again, the atmosphere just stands still. It stands still. The music ceases and we're just hearing that throat technique just resounding. That must have been a whole different level of an experience. This dude is absolutely phenomenal. He is phenomenal. And I say that with absolutely no qualms. Please correct me if you think I'm wrong, because I'll be super intrigued to find out why. And call me Sally. Do you know what? I think this is the first time ever doing a vocal analysis that somebody has left me speechless. That was probably one of the most incredible vocal climaxes I think I have ever heard. Again, going from a strong operatic quality into the contemporary aspect, then he added in some twang, then you hear an absolutely flawless, somewhat chromatic rundown into a vocal run. Listen, I'm done. That was banging. Here we are. Opera. Contemporary. Strong mix. With that twang. I'm not hearing enough claps, but I feel like everybody is probably either stunned, on the floor somewhere, being held up by the person next to them, or just on another planet. They may have just whoop and gone up somewhere and said, see ya, I'll be back at the end of the show, all right? I've gone first class. Because, wow, this man could take all my money when he comes to the UK. He can take it all. He can take it all. I'm telling you, incredible, absolutely incredible. Peeps, that is my vocal analysis of Sinful Passion by Dimash. Please let me know your thoughts below. I am absolutely chuffed that the opportunity to get to know this voice comes through platforms such as this, because do you know what? If you ask anybody where I live who Dimash is, I would say there's probably going to be a handful of people that would be able to tell you. So I'm just so grateful that we have the opportunity to experience voices like this on platforms like this with people like your wonderful selves. I'm telling you, please let me know your thoughts below. And of course, if I do not see you before the new year, I might do. But if I don't see you before the new year, have an absolutely beautiful one. Much love, God bless, and I'll see you soon. Bye.